Can I hop? Can I
Sure.
hit that?
Yep.
Okay. Hey,
Hey.
boo.
Oh, it's still me. So, hello, everybody. It's Gwen Peterson, and it's Funny Friday. Whenever I team up with Denise, it doesn't matter if it's a Friday or not, it's always funny. She's got an active life. And I don't mean active as in business. I mean active as in she just has things. And somehow she manages to just kind of move on through it. So anyway, I'm Gwen Peterson. I am the founder of Spiritual Communities Network and also the creator of Insights and Illuminations. And Denise, as you can see, is not in the studio. And she's having some internet issues. And we are trying to do it by phone. And so she had didn't seem to be able to get a strong enough signal to be part of the studio that way either. And so we were on the phone trying to sort it out, see what that looks like and what can be done for today. And right as we were going live, her daughter was calling. So, and so she needed to take that call. And here I am. Should I do a song and dance while we wait? Anyway, so let's see. So I don't know how funny today is going to be with just me or her and I trying to connect up. But it is the end of January. So I'm just going to throw that out there. Happy end of January, folks. It's kind of chilly here in Naples, Florida. Had to break out some coats. So I am sure it's frosty wherever you're at as well. I hope you can stay warm. We're moving into February. And, I'm not sure if maybe this is catching you off guard of, it wasn't it just yesterday, it was Christmas and we were putting things away and thinking about this new year. And you know what? First month's already gone. So no pressure. If your first reaction was to freak out, don't do that. Just kind of take a breath. You made it through the first month unscathed, hopefully. Maybe a little cold, but overall, I think you can probably count your blessings. And that's what you want to do. And moving into February, same thing, just take some deep breaths, just kind of flow. Let spirit carry you. Spirit knows what's going on. Spirit knows which way you need to go. And when you can kind of relax into that a little bit more and trust it, it's a little easier going. But I will qualify that whole shenanigan that I just threw out there that you have to have been doing a little inside work first to really be able to understand and grab and hold on to what I'm sharing here, because if you're not, then you get confused. You'll find yourself going, I don't know which way is up. I hear voices. I don't know which one I should be listening to. And, I get a nudge to go this way and it doesn't make sense because I always go that way. And that's what a spiritual practice is all about. And that's what trying to get to know yourself is all about. So taking some time to work on that before the stuff hits the fan. So as they say. Let's see. I don't think she's come back. No, she hasn't. So I don't know if maybe she has some family issues that may require her attention, and that is fine. So I'm just going to leave you with that. Visit spiritualcommunitiesnetwork.com to find out more about who I am, who our members are. Denise Flood is one of our members. And last night we did a community classroom with Sarah Sparks. It was wonderful. we do monthly community classrooms. That's always fun. Different topics. Next month, I'm doing a classroom on Archangel Michael. And then the following month in March will be Nancy Robbins. And she's always a lot of fun too. Guess who? Guess who?
Hello.
Should I hold you up? Hold you up to the speaker? Let's see.
Absolutely. It is Happy Funny Friday Day, and this is very funny.
I've just been rattling on here.
Oh, I personally love when you rattle.
It's
Now,
it's
tell
when I
me, is
shake
there
my
a
head
beat
around
to
too
it?
much. The marbles start flying around. So is everything okay?
Yeah, well, she picked up her wedding dress. It got altered. It's ready to go, and she was just very excited. And I
She
didn't
should.
want to cut her off.
Well, Mom, you should be excited. I bet you're just tickled to death too.
Oh, I am. I am so excited. This is just, oh my gosh, I can barely believe it. Next Saturday, she'll be a Mrs.
Your baby's all grown up.
Oh, okay, hold on.
That's why we won't be here next Friday, because Denise will be a proud mama sending her chick off to a new nest. And yeah, so we're going to take a break next week, but we'll be back the following week. So did you get a chance to go? Did you dress shop with her? Were you part of it? So you know
We
what this
did.
dress looks like?
We found actually, it was absolutely wonderful because when we found the dress, we were also with her future mother-in-law,
Very
which
cool.
was fabulous. What?
I said, very cool.
Oh, yes. Yeah, my signals are like crossed today or something.
Well, I was like, my microphone is directional, and I was like, do I have it directional to the voice on the phone? And so I turned the phone away from me to the microphone so that you could hear, so they can hear you, make sure they can hear you. But in doing that, I realized my phone has a directional microphone as well. So it means you're not hearing me when I do that. So technology.
Oh my gosh. Actually, my relationship with technology has improved since starting on this long trip with spiritual communities.
When I threw you into it.
Just slightly, yeah, at the deep end, but you did give me a life raft, so I have to say, or maybe it's just a noodle.
It wasn't a sink or swim. I didn't do sink or swim on you. I just was like, hey, why don't you do some? It's kind of like Funny Fridays and playing with the streaming app we're doing here. It was that with, what was it, Zoom, I think, where we started out. It's like, why don't you do some Zoom, or was
Facebook Live, I think, was the first.
Oh, Facebook Live. It's still scary.
And then Zoom became the big thing since COVID, and then doing the classrooms on Zoom has been absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Those Zoom classes they're, because everybody, we have an international following. So we need to be out there for our peeps that are following us. And Zoom was a nice, because, we used to do the classrooms as teleconference calls way back in the day.
Wow. Back in the day. Oh, okay. I'm going to tell you something funny. Because
wait, we got to say hello to our Facebook user. It's not showing your face, or who you are, but it says, hello, beautiful ladies. Hello back to you, beautiful person.
Hello, beautiful person. Yay. Thanks for laughing along with us this Friday. I have a funny story.
Okay.
I sent a link to a friend of mine that wanted some information, and when she clicked on it, it accidentally video called me, and she hung up real quick, and then she sent a text to apologize, and I'm like, oh, I don't mind being butt dialed by you. And she goes, oh, it wasn't a butt dial, but just blah blah blah. And I go, and then in my head, I had a whole conversation about how that is a new word in our vocabulary, because when we grew up, there was no such thing as a butt dial.
Right.
because we all had rotary phones, and that would be really hard.
Or even the push button phones, I mean, hitting those buttons just right. Yeah, I got, let me share that. Tamara is one of there's two people. The little eyeball thing says there's two people, and Tamara put on there that it's her. So, hi, honey. She was in the class.
Tamara.
She was in the classroom last night. It was fun.
Oh, yay, yes. Oh, my gosh. I had a conference wedding call thing, so I missed it. But we can get the replay on the website, right? Or YouTube?
No, because Sarah's are more readings, so I don't
Okay.
record the readings.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to be there for that one.
She's wonderful with that. Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh. I was so sorry I missed it.
Yeah, it was Tamara that got the reading too. So
Yay.
bonus points. So yeah, on the phone thing, I definitely want to say that she says she loves us. We love you too, sweetie. She has got the best smile. I love when she shows up in any of our programs, because she just has this big, beautiful smile. She's
She's
wonderful.
just a bundle of joy. She is a joy bringer wherever she goes.
She is.
Yeah.
And she shared that she is a hairdresser. I think is that the current nomenclature or whatever you call it? Hairdresser, salon person, hairstylist. Is that the word now? Hairstylist. She shared.
Hair artist.
Could you imagine having her work on your hair?
Yeah, she does beautiful things, and she works with elderly, I believe, which is such a blessing, because I remember when I had my mom in a rehab home when she had her stroke, and that was the one thing that really made her feel good, was getting her hair washed and styled.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
nice.
If I can, something comforting about somebody else rubbing your head.
Hey, you know what? You don't need a stroke to appreciate that, right?
Absolutely. Oh my gosh.
I haven't gone to a salon since COVID, and that was one of my favorite things, was having my head massaged. They'd get you in there and they're washing your hair and they're just massaging away, and it's like, oh, can I just sit here a little longer, please?
Right. Here's $5. Keep going.
Yeah, right. Hey, so if I can zip back to your phone story, so getting butt dialed, that is funny, getting butt dialed. I got butt dialed by my ex-husband the other night. It was 1:00 in the morning, and my phone, I usually have it on, well, it is on do not disturb, but and I think you mentioned the last time we talked on this, that you had certain people that can come through. Well, I obviously do too, because he butt dialed me at like 1:00 in the morning when I was just getting ready to go to bed. And I kind of got panicky because his dad's in town, and his dad's girlfriend and his brother and his wife are supposed to be coming. And I wasn't sure if something might have happened, because there was nobody at the other end, except this garbled noise. So I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? So I hung up real quick, called back, and he's like, good morning. I'm like, yeah, good morning. What's going on? He's like, I'm going to bed. What are you doing? I said, well, you butt dialed me. And he's like, what? He's like, all I did was pick up my phone. How could I have dialed you? I said, I don't know. don't know. So that's funny. Yeah, butt dialing. It is a sign of the times. You there?
Yes.
The-
It was like this pause, right? Huh.
it's like
I would
she's either deep in thought or I lost her.
Well, it actually could be both. We're not sure yet.
Right? Hello?
Anybody out there? Wait. Oh, there is that song. Hello, it's me. I know that's not the tune either. Isn't that
You're going to break into a 5 song, aren't you?
no, Adelie, is that her right name? Adele. Wow, my pronunciations are like so far off, everybody.
I thought I was bad with names.
I'm seeing it in my head and I'm like, Adele, Adelie. Yeah.
Well,
No.
I gave up on the Maroon 5 guy. He's just the Maroon 5 guy. I'll be going along and Misty she'll say his name and I'm like, who's that? She goes, the Maroon 5 guy. I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Shoot. And then there's no, how do I say it? Oh gosh, the guy, he's British and everybody screws up his name. And now that I've heard 8,000 different renditions of his name, I can't even think of how you actually say Cumberbund.
Oh,
Benedict.
yes, Benedict Cumberbunch, or is that right? I love him. He's fabulous.
And he just rolls with the fact that nobody can say his name.
Yes. Yeah.
There's different little things you can look at. I think it's on YouTube where if you type in his name or any form of it, he comes up and there's all kinds of things on, him talking about, all the names he's been called. I love him as an actor.
I do too. I think, everything he's been in, I've really liked. He's extraordinary.
He did a lot. I love him as Dr. Strange.
Ah, okay. You're into the strange universe? I should know that.
Yeah, it's strange.
Funny stuff.
So yeah, and you and I, the last time we talked, we were talking about I lost you. Uh-oh, she's gone. And like that, she's gone. Her and I, she and me, we were talking last week after we signed off. We were chatting about movies and stuff. So we were talking about doing a movie night to watch. Parasite. She has not seen Parasite. Parasite won bazillions of awards all over the world. And if you have not seen it, I suggest it. It's got a little dark side to it. I'll tell you what. And it has subtitles, but I always forget it has subtitles because it's not one of those where you're missing the action because of the subtitles. The subtitles are all very well placed. There's lots of action, which don't require subtitles. So it's a very interesting movie on many, many levels. So yeah, we were chit-chatting about different things that we like on the movie as far as movies. So she's not back. So she may have completely lost whatever signal is going on. And you know what? Southwest Florida has been a little sketchy on signals since Ian. I'm not quite sure why it still is, but I don't know. It is. It's a little crazy. Like last night during the classroom, the Zoom class, my video was doing this really weird, stroby kind of flickery. Oh, it was crazy. it would do it and then it would stop and then it would do it some more. And I don't know what that was. So, yeah, we've got some stuff down here, Southwest Florida. So just bear with us. But anyway, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to say, have a wonderful, wonderful next couple weeks. Because, like I said, we're not going to be here next Friday. We will be back the following Friday. And hopefully, Miss Denise Flood will be with us in person in the studio. Maybe we just need to have her here at the studio together. That could be even crazier to be in the same room with her. Anyway, much love to all of you. Take care. Blessings.